Hey credit cousins, it's your girl designer Soapbox and I am back with another banger video. So in today's video, let's chat about piggybacking your way up the credit ladder. Piggybacking is a great way to boost your score in little to no time. It's really an overlooked method and not too many that is new to credit building is aware of this method to boost your credit score. Piggybacking is when you become an authorized user on another person's credit card for the purpose of boosting your credit score. An authorized user is not the same thing as being a joint account holder. The big difference between an authorized and joint account holder is they have authorized users that is not legally responsible for charges made on the credit card, whereas joint account holders are. However, as an authorized user, you will get the full account history added onto your credit report, such as the payment history, the credit limit, the age of the account, and the utilization rate. So you may be asking, well, why would I need someone else's credit history to make my credit score increase? Well, piggybacking is only efficient. You should only use it when your other credit person history is positive. If the person credit history is negative or credit card is not in good standing, then it also reflects onto your credit history and your credit score will decrease. If the card owner spends the credit limit or misses a payment, that will negatively affect both of your credit score as an authorized user and the owner's score. For example, let's say you have a grandmother that has a Macy's credit card with a 7K credit limit, 100% payment history, 0 utilization, and it's 12 years old. That Macy's credit card payment history, year, age, and utilization will show up on your credit report and it will ultimately increase your credit score. There are two common methods of piggybacking that works in the credit world. You can piggyback off someone else's credit. You can use someone close to you, such as a friend, immediate family member, or spouse, to share the good credit cards with positive history. Or you can buy a positive credit profile from a third-party service that sells positive trade lines. Trade lines is a known practice in the credit industry for those who don't have family members or someone close to them to piggyback from. But warning, trade line credit repair companies aren't violating the laws by allowing users to piggyback, but buying trade lines can be very risky and I personally don't recommend it due to the fact that trade lines can be sold as a trade line for a high cost and it could do no good to your credit report. You are basically renting credit from a stranger who is looking to make profit off of their great credit score, and basically their trade line will be at risk because it could be used too many times if they're selling it, and eventually your trade line will not report. Things to know when piggybacking your way to the top. It's very easy to do so if you have a thin credit profile and have no negative items on your credit report. You can average about 60 points with a few good standing authorized user credit cards. A good tip is you want to make sure the owner credit card will report to each credit bureau, which will give you a boost on all 3 credit bureaus. Also, not all credit card issuers report to the credit bureau, but they do offer authorized users to be added on to their credit card. So you may want to always call and ask them, do they report authorized users to the credit bureau, or let the family know to call them and ask them when they add you to the credit card. When you are piggybacking, the credit card issuer will issue you a credit card with your name on it and it will get sent to the primary owner credit card address. They can trash that credit card because you will not need access to that credit card. You will only need their payment history when it reports in 30 days. You want to piggyback off credit cards that the owner primarily don't use due to the utilization rate. You want to piggyback off the credit cards that have 0 utilization with excellent payment history. Again, you want to consider this option only with a family member, friend, or significant other with excellent credit that may be willing to share their good reputation with you, and this could be a great credit card for your credit. So with all that being said, should you do it? Should you piggyback or not? Again, piggybacking is a good credit boosting method for those with a thin credit profile or a really low credit score. This technique won't do much for someone who has a good credit card with long credit history unless you're piggybacking on grandma or grandpa credit card that has 25 plus years of credit and that has a favorable credit of 0% utilization. Piggybacking is a great credit strategy, and if you want to know if your credit score will increase, you can use a FICO score simulator with your authorized user credit card details, such as the credit card age, credit limit, to see the predicted credit score increase. Let me know down below in the comments, have you tried this strategy before? Will you try the strategy? I look forward to your feedback. Bye. Hey, are you looking to build your business credit like a boss? Well, you're in luck. I've created this awesome ebook where you can learn how to build business credit and get over $500,000 in business funding. It's on sale right now, $40 on sale. Original price is $125. I am giving you guys this at a highly discounted price, but only 100 copies will be sold at this price. Click the link in the description below or in the pinned comments. You are already a boss, so why not get that business credit like a boss? Hey, have you heard about the Charge Off and Collection Express Removal Guide that I have available? A step-by-step guide to remove negative charge-offs and collections from your credit report rapidly. These steps are easy and you don't need a credit repair company to do this. It's all step-by-step that you can do on your own. Check it out. It's 50% off right now. You don't want to miss out at designersoapbox.com, or you can check the pinned comments or link in the description below to find that link. Make sure you check it out. It's 50% off right now, guys. Don't miss out. Hurry, hurry. Hi everyone, it's Designer Soapbox. I just wanted to make this video to guys let you know that I am having a 50% off sale for 72 hours. Yes, a 50% off sale on the 24-hour express ink removal guide and also the late payment removal guide. So just head down to the description or to the pinned comments and click the link and get your 50% off. Remember, this inquiry removal will help you remove hard inquiries from your credit report within 24 hours. And then the late payment guide will help you remove your late payments very fast, super fast actually. If you're tired of disputing your late payments, waiting 30 to 45 days, this is a quicker method of getting these late payments removed. So if you guys enjoyed a lot of my content, I talk about this in my videos. However, I have this in an ebook. I'm doing 50% off for you guys. If you missed the 60% off sale, I'm doing one for 50% off. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for supporting, and make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Don't forget to add me on Instagram at Designer Soapbox. And don't forget to check out those ebooks that we got on sale, honey, at designersoapbox.com, where you remove your hard inquiries, late payments, collections, and more. So make sure you check that out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget, guys, I love you all. Bye.